All rise. Judge Bunderby Court is now in session. Judge's case number JVB1055, Scott case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Mrs. Scott, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am just really tired of my husband not doing things that he should be doing, such as spending quality time with me and our 17-year-old daughter.
Okay.
He's just not coming up to par, and frankly, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of it.
All right. So you all have a 17-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And you're tired of him not spending quality time with you and your daughter.
That's right.
I can totally understand that. Now, what does that have to do with me?
Well, I want a divorce.
You want a divorce because of that? You want to put him on child support because of that?
Where emotions run high and the law lays it down. Today's case? It's a wild one, Mrs. Scott has had enough. She says her husband, a recently retired military man, isn't taking her out or spending time with their 17-year-old daughter. She's so fed up, she's asking for a divorce and child support. Now here's the twist. Mr. Scott has been the family's main provider for decades. He just wrapped up 50 years of military service, and instead of enjoying retirement, he's facing a courtroom battle because his wife feels neglected. Judge Vonderby wastes no time. She sets aside the drama and gets straight to the facts. But here's the big question. Is Mrs. Scott just being unreasonable, or is there something deeper going on? Don't go anywhere. What begins as a breakup quickly turns into a serious reality check. And trust me, the ending might surprise you.
Yes, obviously. I mean, he is the provider of our home, and absolutely, I want child support.
He's the provider of your home and you just want to get rid of him like that?
I just feel
because
like
you're being petty and in your feelings?
Well, I feel like we've just grown apart, and I'm just tired of him not making me happy. He doesn't take me out. We don't do fun things anymore. And frankly, I'm bored.
Oh, okay. Mr. Scott, why are you boring this woman to death over here?
I'm not really sure why I'm here.
Honestly, I'm not sure why you're here either. It sounds like she's just in her feelings right now because you're not spending time with her and your 17-year-old daughter. And that's not what court is for. We don't just place people on child support because we're in our feelings.
I recently retired. I'm tired. I worked 50 years. And
where did you retire?
And there it is. The moment Judge Vonda starts to dig into what this case is really about. Mr. Scott has been the breadwinner. He's financially stable, has no criminal issues, and isn't shirking his responsibilities. So the big question is, why are they in court? Mrs. Scott isn't claiming neglect, abuse, or abandonment. Her complaint? She's bored. Now hold on. Can being emotionally unfulfilled really turn into a legal reason for child support? What do you think? Should a lack of romance be enough to land someone in court? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
From the military.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
This man is tired. That's why he probably doesn't want to spend quality time all the time. Can you give him a break?
Well,
and sir, can you spend some more time with your 17-year-old daughter?
When she's home, I'm more than willing to do that, but she's 17 years old.
Right.
I mean, she has a life, friends, a phone, and I'm available.
I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that. Mrs. Scott, let's not be petty. Don't do that. There is no reason to come to court and divorce this man, place him on child support, especially if you say he's a provider. He seems like he's a good man, retired military. He takes care of you, obviously. You look beautiful. So I don't think this is the right route that you need to go. Most people that come in this court get put on child support because they either deserve to be put on it or they were doing something they didn't have any business doing when it comes down to not taking care of their kids. So I just wouldn't want to put this man on child support just because, like I said, you're in your feelings.
Boom, retired military. That piece of the puzzle explains a low mister. Scott likely spent years in a strict, demanding environment, possibly overseas, missing family milestones like birthdays and holidays, all while serving his country, now his home, probably trying to settle into a more typical life. And just like that, his wife is asking for more time, more excitement, more connection. This is where it really hits. It's not just about child support anymore. It's about what happens when the mission ends. Is this emotional neglect? Or is it the struggle of trying to reconnect and adjust to civilian family life?
Okay, and he loves you too. So, can I go ahead and dismiss this case and put people on child support that need to be on here?
Yes.
Thank you. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This right here, Judge Vonda just dropped a truth bomb in the courtroom. She reminds everyone, court isn't your personal journal. It's not the place to air out frustrations about missed date nights or your partner skipping movie time. Unless there's real harm, like abuse, neglect, or serious wrongdoing, dragging someone to court starts looking more like payback than a pursuit of justice. But it does raise a tough question. When does emotional unhappiness cross the line into something the law should care about? It's not always clear, but Judge Vonda is making that line very clear today.
Hi, it's me. I just want to go over what you saw in the Scott case. The Scott case was very cute, but it also had some petty elements to it, right? So wife was mad at her husband. He wasn't spending any time with her. He wasn't spending any time with their 17-year-old daughter. She said she had grown bored of their relationship. Well, you also saw that they made up, right? It's never going to be a good basis, guys, to come to court because you are in your feelings. It's very petty, and quite frankly, court is not the place for it. You really want to come to court based on good grounds. You know, one parent is not supporting the children like they're supposed to, or, you know, anything along those lines. But just remember, don't.
And there it is. The truth finally comes out. Mrs. Scott still loves her husband. When Mr. Scott said, "We must work together," even Judge Vonda had a moment. You could feel the shift. This wasn't just about child support. It was about a couple at a breaking point, using the courtroom as a last-ditch effort to be heard. And in a surprising turn, this courtroom became a place of healing, not hostility. That doesn't happen often in family court. So what did we just witness? A wife worn down by emotional distance. A husband, fresh out of military life, struggling to adjust. And a judge who reminded everyone watching, feelings aren't facts, and court isn't the place for breakups without legal weight behind them. In the end, the case was thrown out. No child support. No divorce. Just a much-needed wake-up call for a couple stuck in the same old routine. What do you think? Was Mrs. Scott asking too much, or just asking to feel seen again in her marriage? If this case struck a chord with you, hit that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Truth Court for more powerful courtroom moments every week.